What if I told you that one of the biggest heists in European history was pulled off with garbage trucks, spiked chains, and stolen military-grade weapons, all in the heart of Copenhagen? If you want to know how they did it, and how it all came crashing down, hit that subscribe button right now, because this story is straight out of a Hollywood movie. It's the early morning of August 11th, 2008, in the quiet, multicultural district of Nørrebro, Copenhagen. The city is just starting to wake up, but a group of highly organized criminals are already wide awake, and they're about to execute a plan years in the making. Their target, a danskik, driandi, and Ering. ODVH. Kashin Transit Facility. Think of it as a bank for banks, a fortress holding millions in cash. At precisely 3:55 a.m., the operation begins. The first move isn't a loud explosion or a hail of gunfire. It's strategic and silent. The crew uses two massive garbage trucks to completely block off the main access roads leading to the DVH facility. This isn't just a simple roadblock. They've essentially created a steel wall, trapping the facility and preventing any police cars from getting close. But they don't stop there. On other nearby streets, they roll out caltrips, which are basically spiked metal, chains designed to shred the tires of any vehicle that tries to drive over them. This is next-level planning. They've created a tactical dead zone around their target. With the area locked down, the main assault team moves in. They use a stolen front-end loader, a powerful piece of construction equipment, as a battering ram. Imagine the scene. This massive machine roaring to life in the pre-dawn quiet, then smashing through the reinforced wall of the cash depot. The noise must have been deafening. Once inside, the robbers, armed with a K-47, storm the facility. The few employees present are completely overwhelmed. There's no resistance. The robbers know exactly what they're looking for. They grab container after container of cash, stuffing them into their getaway vehicles. The entire operation, from the first truck blockade to the final getaway, takes less than 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Let that sink in. In the time it takes to make a cup of coffee, they neutralized an entire city district, breached a secure facility, and vanished with approximately 62 million Danish kroner. That's about 10 million US dollars at the time. As they flee, they add another layer of chaos to their plan. They set multiple cars on fire at key intersections around Copenhagen. This isn't random vandalism. It's a brilliant diversionary tactic. The fires draw police and emergency services away from the robbery scene, creating confusion and further delaying the response. The getaway cars themselves are later found abandoned and torched, destroying any potential forensic evidence, like fingerprints or DNA. The police arrive to a scene of controlled chaos. Burning cars, blocked roads, and a gaping hole in the side of a building. The robbers, they're gone, vanished into thin air with millions. The investigation that followed was one of the most extensive in Danish history. The police were up against a ghost crew. No witnesses could provide clear descriptions, and the robbers had been meticulous about covering their tracks. They called it Operation Copenhagen. Detectives knew this wasn't the work of amateurs. The level of planning, the military-style precision, the specialized equipment, it all pointed to a sophisticated international criminal organization. The first big break came from the getaway cars. Even though they were burned, forensic teams worked tirelessly. They managed to recover tiny fragments of evidence. But the real key came from good, old-fashioned police work and intelligence sharing across Europe. The Danish police started looking at similar heists that had occurred in other countries, particularly Sweden. There was a pattern, a signature. The use of heavy machinery, the strategic roadblocks, the burning diversion vehicles. It was a playbook they had seen before. This led them to a notorious Swedish gang with connections to organized crime across the Balkans. The suspects were professional criminals, many with military backgrounds, which explained their tactical discipline. The police began a massive surveillance operation, tracking phone calls, monitoring movements, and slowly putting the pieces of the puzzle together. One by one, the suspects were identified. The trail led them across borders, from Denmark to Sweden and beyond. Over the next few months, A series of coordinated raids were carried out. Police arrested suspects in their homes, in public places, and as they tried to cross borders. It was a slow, painstaking process. Some of the stolen money started to surface. Small amounts were recovered during the arrests, but the vast majority of the $10 million was still missing. It had likely been laundered and funneled into other criminal enterprises almost immediately. The trial was a media sensation in Denmark. The prosecution laid out the incredible details of the heist. They presented evidence from the burned-out cars, cell phone location data that placed the suspects near the scene, and testimony from informants. The defense argued that the evidence was circumstantial, but the weight of it was overwhelming. The court heard how the gang had spent months, possibly years, planning the robbery. They had conducted surveillance on the DVH facility, studied police response times, and acquired all the necessary equipment, from the garbage trucks to the AK-47s. In the end, several members of the gang were convicted and received long prison sentences. The masterminds were put behind bars. It was a major victory for the Danish police and a demonstration of effective international cooperation. However, the full story still has its mysteries. Not everyone involved was caught, and the bulk of the money was never, ever found. It's out there somewhere. A ghost fortune from a ghost crew. The Encre Bro armored truck robbery remains a legendary case study in criminal audacity and police determination. It shows how a group of individuals with enough planning and ruthless efficiency can challenge the state and pull off a seemingly impossible crime. But it also shows that even the most carefully planned operations can unravel. A single mistake, a tiny piece of evidence left behind, or a whisper to an informant can bring the whole house of cards down. It is a chilling reminder that the line between order and chaos can sometimes be as thin as a single wall, waiting for a front-end loader to come crashing through in the middle of the night. This story is a testament to the fact that truth is often far more incredible than fiction. So, what do you think? Was it the perfect crime, undone by a few small mistakes? Or was their capture inevitable? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I read every single one, and if you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the most incredible heists and mysteries in history. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.